What's going on YouTube? Hey, it's Diffused here. So, two things here today. One, Mother's Event. Don't forget about your experience and your gold. Definitely a time to stock up on some gold. Definitely a time to get some experience. If you're not Paragon level 300, I now recommend you to get to Paragon level 300 with this event that's going on. I've been doing a little bit of Paragon leveling here and there, and it's pretty quick, especially the bossing method that everyone's been using. Without further ado, the second thing I want to talk about is the tower. I hear people saying, I spent 12 hours in the tower. I spent X amount of hours in the tower. Well, the tower's been out for a couple days now, and I'm going to tell you that I have spent 3 minutes and 33 seconds in the tower. And unfortunately, I spent it there on accident. I didn't even want to go into the tower. I leveled a Sork the other day, 1 to 60. Need to get my glyphs, need to get all that good stuff through the pits, and I accidentally clicked on the tower. I realized that I was in the tower when I seen the pylons, and I'm like, oh man, this isn't what I wanted to do. So I ran it real quick, and again, I didn't go over anything besides like the couple people that are like, I've been in there for 12 hours. So I didn't like see the end results. I didn't get the chance to do any of that because I've been busy. Well, at the end of that 3 minute and 33-second run that I did, I got nothing. I got no gear. I got nothing out of it. I'm never going to see the leaderboards out of this either. So I'm not a top 1% player. I'll probably never be a top 1% player. And to me, this beta for the tower, it's really turning me away from even wanting to play that end game because one, right now I get that it's beta, I understand that it's beta, but there's nothing there for me to do. I'm not going to see the 1%. I'm not that 1% that's going to see the top. So why do I care? If you're not going to give me gear out of there, I'm just going to continue to run the pit. Oh, which by the way, I think the pit is very lacking. Um, there's nothing for me to really do besides get my glyphs leveled. And the moment they're leveled, what's the sense in even being in there? The gear that drops is very minimal. I've never had anything good drop from here. So my outlook is let the tower to the 1%. I understand that's what people want to do. My next outlook is if you go on and you see the people who are in the top on the tower, man, their sanctifications are insane. We're talking like pretty much perfect gear almost the whole way around. Of course, there's some room for improvements. I'm not saying that they don't have room for improvements, but someone like me who got one Starless Sky sanctification, literally, I've gotten one and I forgot to temper it. So it was pointless. I ended up destroying it. So for someone like me, tower's not for me. I could care less about the tower. I could care less about the leaderboards. Now, if the next go around in this beta, they decide to say here in 2 weeks, well, because it's such lackluster, people ain't having fun doing it, things like that, and they decide to add in a little incentive to do it, maybe a cosmetic or something like that, I probably actually will end up going in and doing the tower. I don't care if I don't place in there because that's not going to happen. Like I said, I'm not going to place in there. I'm so terrible at the sanctification. I forget to put sockets into a 4GAHOZ, which by the way sucked. I actually ended up quitting my paladin. I just stopped playing my paladin and quit playing for the night. The night I did that, I was so upset with myself. But everyone, talking about the tower. Hey, let's do this. Hey, let's do that. I don't believe really that the tower is for me. I hear a bunch of people saying the same thing about them. They don't feel like the tower's for them. And I guess if you're not really that 1% within, the world who can abide their time, can play this all the time and be able to make it there, maybe the tower is not the best thing to incorporate into endgame, I guess. My endgame spent helping people. My endgame is spent making sure other people are enjoying the game as opposed to trying to be in the top 1%. If there ever came a point in time that I was able to spend way more time at the game, I'd definitely maybe shoot for that 1% once or twice. Right now, not for me. That's just my outlook and my incentive on the tower from someone who doesn't get all but 2 hours to play. If you got anything to add, maybe you guys noticed something. I know that Paladins really, really rock in the tower right now. Unfortunately, they reverted the judgment bug. And yes, I know that there's Paladin lovers who are going to say, did that man just say unfortunately? Yeah, unfortunately, they reverted the judgment bug. So now we're going to have people doing 150, maybe even 151 with absolutely no issues at all. And that's just not for me. I mean, if they're going to implement bugs, why not bring back Spiritborn bugs and why not bring back rogue bugs and things like that? But hey, to each their own. Paladin's the new class. The Paladin's the baby as of now. But Live typically daily or definitely on Fridays and Saturdays. Over on Twitch, Diffuse1976. Follow me on TikTok, Diffuse1976. I always post my shorts there. Without further ado, I hope to see you guys within the sanctuary. You guys enjoy it.